I get a lot of questions about the sound of my kit. I get questions about heads and I get questions about tuning, but I get asked a lot about how I record my kit with no mics whatsoever. Now, obviously, I don't have no mics on my kit. I've got a minimal miking setup and it's by design. So let's talk today about how I record, what mics I use, and the general way that I get the sound out of my kit. Now, last year, when I became a sonar artist, I decided to upgrade my audio sound. I had better drums, so I wanted a better sound. Now, when it comes to making drumming videos, whether that's Instagram, YouTube, or stuff on my website, there's a lot of different tasks that need to happen. Some of those tasks I really enjoy. I love editing, I love geeking out with cameras, I love the lighting setups, I really love the drumming, and I really love the teaching. But the audio side of it, the miking, the EQs, the compressors, meh. I could take it or leave it. So I decided to outsource that to someone else. So as I got the new drum kit and I wanted to upgrade the sound, I just got someone in to do it for me. And that guy was Callum Edwards. You're going to see some of him in this video because we did this back in August and I shot some footage. I just haven't used it yet. And he runs a recording studio called Brookwood Recordings, link in the description. And he's a great drummer and he knows about audio. So I thought, let's get him involved. Like I said, my miking setup is really minimal. There's only 5 mics in total for capturing the kit sound. And it's designed that way because that way there's not mics on every drum with cables going everywhere and have to cable manage them. And I don't like that. No matter what angle I shoot from, no matter what photo I want to take, there's pretty much no mics. Even in the overhead cam, you can't see the mics. So the vast majority of the sound that you hear actually comes all from the overheads. Those are a pair of Octava MK012s matched pairs, and they're just in like an XY configuration. I'll let Callum explain why they're not above the center of the kit.
I was explaining to Dave, the reason for this is because if you have the microphones facing forwards, you're either going to have the kick drum right in the center of your stereo image with the snare drum being slightly to one side, and if you have it over the snare drum, you're going to have a skewed stereo image because you're going to have all the toms basically and more stuff on the right hand side of the stereo image. So what we're doing is we're skewing the stereo image slightly, which, bear with me here. So it's going through the center of the snare drum and the kick drum as well, or the front end of the kick drum, which is where you get all the attack from. We're cutting the kit in half this way, meaning that we get a good balance of stuff on each side of the kit, and it also means that the snare and the kick drum are at the center.
So here's what the overheads are hearing without any processing whatsoever. Now on the kick drum, we've got 2 mics. I've got an internal mic, which is a Behringer 91A. That's a really clicky sound. I could probably get away with just that. And then on the outside, I've got a Shure Beta 52A or something. Kick drum mic, looks like a kick drum mic. It captures a kick drum sound, which is a little bit more natural. With the 2 of them together, sounds really nice. But like I said, I could get away with just the internal mic. And then to capture a bit of crunch and add a bit of excitement, I've got a Toman ribbon mic thing. Here's the, I don't know what it is, but it's this guy.
Putting it in the corner of the room means that you're getting all the reflections kind of bouncing around and you get quite a cool bass build-up, which sometimes isn't great in a room if you're using it for mixing or whatever else. But in this case, it's really, really cool because it's picking up the drum kit from there and it's also picking up lots of roominess from there. So you're getting quite an unusual sound.
Now all those mics get fed into my interface, which is a Behringer XR18. It's a digital mixing desk. Most function bands out there are using them. They're great because you can control them from your phone. And for my purpose, I just load different scenes depending on what I'm doing. That all goes through the Behringer into Cubase, and that's where Callum really came into his own. Because basically, he could mix using the stock plugins built into Cubase Elements 12, which is super basic, and get a great sound. So that's how I capture the sound of my kit with just 5 mics, and you don't see them on camera. Thank you, Callum, for setting this up. It's been almost a year of having this set up, and honestly, life-changing. Saves me so much time, and I just have an audio preset that I can just set it and forget it. I highly recommend you do something similar to your setup if there's part of your task that you just want to give to someone else and they can make it for you. Until next time, guys, happy practicing, and I will see you in the practice room. Take care.